Hey guys, JH, welcome to Practice Tea. I've had a bit of an absence because I've had a bit of an illness. I've had a virus for about 10 days and lost a lot of weight, about 4 kilos, which is a lot of weight for old JH to lose off my puny frame. I'm still battling, guys, but I'm back. Okay, today I want to title this video Simplifying Channel Lock Alignment. Okay, now the whole idea of channel lock is rear foot placement of the golf ball and closed shoulders. And the whole idea of that, the whole reason behind that mechanical principle is so that we can swing to the side of our bodies in a channel to the ball with the shoulders closed at impact. That's the whole reasoning behind the process. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, a lot of you are having difficulty with the alignment process, and it's been traditionally in the explanation that because if we lined up with the ball for a right-handed player off the trail foot, and we lined up there and we had the ball in that position there with the square stance, you know, the ball being on that railway line and our body being on this alignment parallel, if we were square to the target and we lined up with the ball back there and we had closed shoulders at impact, we would be here and the ball would go to the right of the target line for a right-handed player, because the shoulders would be aimed to the right of the target line. And the reason we had the moving around here initially and then back cocking onto the line was to take up that variance and that variable. Now that's difficult for some people. I've got it to the extent now that it probably looks like I'm dead square most of the time, or even a little closed when I'm playing the shot. But it's only because I know what my variable is. I've worked that out through hitting lots of golf balls. But to make it as simplistic as I can, guys, if you just line up dead square to the target with the ball there and the club perpendicular here, and we back cock our shoulders a little bit, if we hit some shots just in that configuration there with that mechanical application and the ball just goes for right-handed to the right but straight right, the simplicity, guys, is we just turn around more to the left. That's it in a nutshell. Now you can do that. You don't have to think about any compensatory variable changes at address by getting around here, getting an angle here, and then back cocking and all that type of stuff and bringing the foot up for balance. Just set up with the ball right off the trail foot, the golf club in that configuration there, and close shoulders, because there's where we want to be in terms of a shoulder configuration at impact. We want to be there, and that will get us in the channel to the ball. The shoulders have to be closed at impact. Now just set up dead square here, back cock the shoulders and hit some shots, and I can tell you the ball will go to the right of your target. But then all you do in your practice session is just keep aligning further and further around to the left. That's all you do. That's as simplistic as it is, guys. Just align further and further left till the ball goes to the target. And when the ball goes to the target, whatever that alignment is, that feeling of it, or that visualization of it, or the visual effect of it, that's your variable. So just start from square here. I'll show you what I mean. If I get here, there's a tree up there, I'm 90 degrees to that tree. Now if I close my shoulders here with that ball back there, being 90 degrees to the target, and I hit the ball, it goes 40 yards right. Dead straight, but 40 yards right. Because my shoulders are aiming 40 yards right. So instead of getting complicated in the geometry and saying, okay, I've got to have more variable at address, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that at all. Not at all. Guys, just set up further left. Now I've hit that 40 yards right, so common sense would say, okay, JH, if that was 40 yards right of your target, aim 40 yards left. But I'll come around incrementally. Just come around here a little bit. Everything else is the same. Now there, guys. I knew what that differential was, and I've hit that within 2 yards of the target. I just came around. I just brought all of this here around to here. Nothing else changed. And the same feeling, but I just brought it all around to the left. Now you may have to do that, half a dozen times till you get on the target. I knew what I needed to do there. I knew what the differential was. But it's that simple. Because at the end of the day, what is not negotiable is the back foot ball position and the closed shoulders at impact. So you have to work out what that is to get the ball to go to the target. And it's just really a matter of, for a right-handed player, just turning incrementally further left or aligning further left till you hit the ball on the target. Simple as. It's no more complicated than that. And people would say, well, why wouldn't I just play the ball back in a conventional golf swing, play it off the back foot? Now you could, but if you didn't have your shoulders closed and you weren't coming into out, there's a propensity or a chance or a propensity for the lead shoulder getting off the line and pulling the golf ball. Now I'll just line up with the ball off the back foot, but with square shoulders. Here. Now that ball's gone about 5-7 metres left of the target. Because the shoulders are already open somewhat, even if they're square. They really are open to that back ball position. And as I come in, if they're here, if they're already square at address with a normal back ball position, there, and the shoulders are square, I can assure you guys, they're not going to go like that as you come to impact. They're more likely to go like that, which they did there. Not much, but it was about 5 to 7 yards left of the target. No, I don't want to do that. If I could play like that, but I would have to make a compensatory, a mechanical adjustment, and that is that I would have to open the club face. But how much do I open it every time if I'm going to do that? I don't want to do that. I don't want to complicate things. So I don't just want to get, this is not just about playing the ball back in your stance with a square shoulder line like you would normally. It's about playing it back in the stance and having closed shoulders when you hit the ball. So the message is, just set up. Here. Just step away. Got those shoulders back. Now I think I'm actually, everything's the same here. I've got the same amount of closed shoulders. I'm going to be coming to the side of the body as I come to the ball. And that is the protocol. That is the mechanical protocol application of channel lock. We want to hit the ball from beside the body, the club tracking beside the body, in a channel, and you can only do that if your shoulders are shut down and the ball is back. I could have my shoulders shut down as much as I like, but if the ball was up there, there's no way that I can actually get beside the body effectively. Just couldn't do it. So simplistically, guys, just set it up, and it's just a practice session. Work out how much you've got to be aligned parallel left. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. I know what mine is now. Shoulder here. What'll help you guys is trying to feel this shoulder across towards the lead side of your face. Just feel it there. And of course that pushes the trail shoulder back automatically. It's very rare that you can push this across and have that over there. That's very difficult to do anatomically. So here we go. Yeah. Now I'm aimed whatever my compensating angle is. And guys, what I told you before is that this lead foot is only for balance. I actually have my toe line is actually a little bit closed now. It's only for balance because the predominance of my weight and the setting in my stance is down this trail axis. For right-handed, down the right leg, the right, upper thigh, buttock, all that type of thing. And what is really important, guys, is maintaining the perpendicularity of the shaft. We don't want too much shaft angle on it. You can have a bit, but the more you go forward, the more the club face opens. You can play with a forward shaft angle if you want, but you're going to have to close the club face as a compensator. You're just going to have to do that. I mean, that is, you can do anything you like, providing you make the right type of compensations. All right, we'll hit it straight at that tree. And that's right in the tree. Ooh, that's a good shot. That's just dead straight. Now another thing, guys, just in general teaching, because I still teach conventional golf swing to people because so many people swing conventionally. And what I've been going over with a lot of people with conventional, I'll do a video today on that just for conventional people, is the stabilising of that trail side in any golf swing, be it channel lock or a conventional golf swing, by having this flex in this trail leg maintained. Once we set it at address, we want to keep it there. We don't want to straighten it at all. We don't want to straighten it, because if we straighten it there, we lose the fixation and the centering of our pivot point of our axis, our swing axis. If that moves the lower spine in a different direction. But if that stays there, that spine stays there, and everything stays in place. So just try and maintain the flex of that. Just hit a few, half shots with that flex in that leg there. And remember, we have the bicep curl with channel lock. You'll feel a lot of coil up with that flexing in that trail leg when you do that. A lot of coil. And for anybody that overswings, that'll be a really good thing. It just really does stabilise the golf swing, guys. That's a good thing about channel lock. I come back from 10 days off, and you don't have to worry. You just set up, do the protocol, and the ball just goes dead straight. Okay, guys, that's just a little bit more on channel lock and alignment, but making it a little bit more simplistic. You don't have to go through all those other offset machinations. Just set up, and if for right hand, if the ball goes right, just keep aiming further left until it doesn't go right, till it goes to the target. Then you've got whatever compensatory angle that you need for you. Okay guys, simple, but it could take away a lot of the difficulty in understanding the compensatory angles. Okay, have a look at that, and if any questions, just put them on the channel as posts.